There exists a kingdom time tried to obliterate. A civilization so advanced, so mysterious, it left behind only whispers etched in stone, buried in blood, and concealed beneath centuries of silence. They called it the Crimson Kingdom. But it was never mentioned in your history books. Because someone made sure it wouldn't be. Today, on Unburied History, we plunge into the darkest corridors of time, where blood, betrayal, and brilliance built a forgotten empire. Subscribe now, because what you're about to uncover was never meant to be found. Long before the rise of the modern nation-states, deep within the tropical highlands of Southeast Asia, there emerged a kingdom shrouded in mist and blood. Its name was erased. Its language vanished. Its gods forgotten. But in scattered travelers' tales, and the anxious writings of colonial officers, the same name keeps returning. The Crimson Kingdom. It was a realm of wealth beyond measure, where rivers bled red with cinnabar, the precious ore of mercury, used in trade, ritual, and poison. A place where kings were crowned in scarlet robes, beneath temples encrusted with rubies. It was, they said, a kingdom both sacred and sinister. But then, it disappeared. In 1897, a British expedition led by Major Edward Langley stumbled upon strange, weather-worn tablets buried near the Mekong River. The inscriptions. Not Sanskrit. Not Khmer. Not Chinese. A language entirely unknown. But the imagery. Unmistakable, a crowned figure seated on a throne of bones. Rituals involving red powder, moons, and bloodletting. Cities built in concentric circles, far older than Angkor, possibly older than Rome. The tablets vanished shortly after Langley's return to London. So did Langley himself. Official records say he retired. Private letters suggest he was silenced in the 1980s. Amidst political unrest, local villagers in northern Laos spoke of dreams. Recurring visions of crimson towers, fire rituals, and voices in forgotten tongues. When Western anthropologists arrived to investigate, they were dismissed by authorities. But one man persisted, Dr. Arun Sobaka, a Thai Lao linguist with a fascination for ancient scripts. What he uncovered would terrify him. Buried beneath layers of foliage, Dr. Arun found a labyrinth of stone, a ruined city with glyphs identical to Langley's tablets. In its center, a circular chamber painted entirely in red ochre. And inside it, the remains of 10 figures, all seated upright, facing inward. All decapitated. A ritual. A punishment. A warning. No one could say. Dr. Arun published his findings. He was ridiculed. 6 months later, he vanished during a return expedition. His camp was found. His journals burned. His team silenced. Why would a civilization so complex, so rich, be so thoroughly erased? Modern historians propose one theory: it was erased on purpose. Colonial records from the French occupation of Indochina reference non-permitted zones marked in red on old military maps. Places soldiers were told never to enter. Places where no birds sang. Where compasses spun. Where time slowed. Could the Crimson Kingdom have guarded secrets too dangerous for imperial powers? Alchemy. Ancient energy. Forbidden knowledge. Or was it simply too different, a culture so alien, so uncolonizable, that it was deemed easier to erase than understand? Today, with lidar technology and satellite scans, researchers have rediscovered portions of the jungle once believed empty. What they found was staggering: spiral cities buried under vines, aqueducts aligned with lunar cycles, megalithic towers of red stone, long consumed by moss. Carbon dating puts many of these structures at over 2,000 years old. Older than Angkor Wat. Older than most of Europe's cathedrals. The symbols match Langley's lost tablets. The architecture matches Dr. Arun's ruined city. The color, always red. Now, whispers stir again. Locals speak of red lights moving between trees. Of dreams repeating symbols they've never seen. Of a rhythm in the forest, like drums beneath the earth. Is the Crimson Kingdom returning? Or did it never truly leave? Historians now reconsider the truth that the Crimson Kingdom was not a myth, but a mirror, a warning, a world that rose and fell for reasons we've chosen to forget. But in forgetting, we lost a piece of ourselves. History is not written by the victors. It's written by the survivors. And those who didn't want this kingdom to survive made sure it didn't. Until now. Subscribe to Unburied History. Because some kingdoms leave behind no conquerors, only questions. And in every forgotten ruin, there is a truth still bleeding to be found. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. What other lost civilizations should we uncover next?